Hello there. My name is Bianca Moore from Universal Motown Republic Records. I'm here rocking out with Kevin W. Reese at the New England Music Seminar. What's going on? I hope you're ready to learn about digital marketing.
Kevin W. Reese.
How would you describe digital marketing to somebody?
You see that pretty little thing on your computer that's called the internet? All of that is consisting of digital marketing. From what you see when you log onto your computer like Yahoo, AOL, all that placements, that's all part of digital marketing. It's everything that has to do with online.
How do you think the whole digital game, the internet in general, how has it completely changed the business, which I believe it has pretty much in the last 10 years?
It has changed a lot. I mean, it's changed the way us label heads have to think about how we're spending our money and where to spend our money at and where directly we really need to really spend it at. I mean, now that we have Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter, we're able to really see where our demographics are. Like, we can see all that, and it's really helping us do better marketing, so to say. But I would say even though we're kind of somewhat losing in sales, we're kind of gaining somewhat in new places. I mean, the music industry itself is changing, and I really believe it's changing for the good.
You think so?
I think so, because now you have consumers who are really looking for good music. That's one of the plus, I think. And on top of that, now you're forcing artists and people like me at labels and managers to really start really becoming creative again. Start getting back to those days of where creativity was just flowing. So now you're looking at new ways to make money. Yes, you can still make money in the music industry. There are many different avenues. Research it.
People forget about merchandise, too.
Merchandising goes hand in hand because now you've got good music, merchandising, because now the super fans, they want that T-shirt. They want that sleeping bag. I mean, look at Justin Bieber. He has nail polish. Hello?
Does he really?
He has nail polish now for his fans, so that way when they go to his shows that they're going to pay for, they can do this with their nail polish that glitters. Instead of put your lighters up, because you know they're kids, he's going to say, put your glitter fingers up.
Wow.
That's very smart and creative.
Now, who do you think came up with that idea? You don't think it was him, do you?
Who knows? I'm pretty much sure Bieber probably had something to do with it, or maybe even his manager. Shout out to Scooter. But I'm sure it was a collaboration between management, Def Jam, whoever else is a part of that team.
Okay. If I was an artist, hypothetically, and I came to you and I said, what do I have to do to step my digital marketing game up? What are the steps that I need to take? What's the path that I need to take? What advice would you give me?
All right, so you're an artist that's trying to step up your digital game. Well, first I would tell you to look at your current situation. See where you feel like you might be lacking. If you feel like you're lacking in, let's say, I don't have that much Facebook friends, then you need to really sit down and come up with a campaign to gain more Facebook friends. Really think about it on a strategic level. Baby steps. I always tell people baby steps. This stuff doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of work. I mean, for people who, like Wiz Khalifa, Mickey Fax, Torre, Skyzoo, all that takes work to get on those placements on those blogs. You have to work your way up to it. So all I can do is tell you, be very strategic and really use all your resources around you and do as much research as possible. The more research you do, the more you look at what other artists are doing and seeing what you don't want to do or what you do want to do or remix it, however, do your research.
How important do you think Twitter is?
I think Twitter is very important. But I think social media as a whole is extremely important because now we're getting to sharing. It's now becoming word of mouth. I mean, there's so many of my peers that I follow on Twitter, and they're talking about some new rapper or some new singer, and I'm like, who is this person? They're always talking about it.
It's true. It's like Twitter dictates the trends because you see what other people are talking about.
Exactly. So now you got this whole word of mouth and sharing, and the same thing is for Facebook. I mean, you're sharing links with people who are your friends on Facebook. Like before, even though we had MySpace and it was kind of a sharing thing, but this is a little bit more niche because you really have to, people are paying more attention to it. And sharing and word of mouth, it's no longer, as a marketing person, it's a little bit harder, but a little bit more easier now because now you've got this platform that's going to help you create this word of mouth.
What would you say to an artist that said to you, I don't want to come to the New England Music Summer. It's too much money. It's $100. What do you say to them?
I say then you just don't want to invest in your future then. Then my other question is going to be to you is, all right, you don't want to spend the $75? How are you going to seek that knowledge that you need? You tell me what your game plan is, and if it's better than what's going on here, I'm going to say, hey, I agree with you. However, here you get to actually network with people physically and really be seen and network with people who are just like you. Because at the end of the day, it takes a village. I always say it takes a village to raise an artist, to break an artist. It takes that village. If a bunch of y'all get together and help each other out, there's only, what else can you do? The possibilities are limitless. Like, you're going to get a whole bunch of people, especially like in Connecticut. Hello, is there even a Connecticut hip-hop block here? I don't even know, but there should be. You guys can figure out all that here. Start a blog. We're doing everything here. But that $75 is definitely worth it. It's an investment, and that's the way you should think about it. It's almost like going to school, only cheaper.
That's a good way to put it. And I like what you said about the village. Call it a village. Call it a tribe. Call it followers. Call it fans, whatever it is. But if you build it, they will come.
Exactly. Takes a village to break an artist.
Kevin W. Reese.